going, YouTube? Dallasboi here, back in with another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. In this battle, I'm going up against Duude1991, who asked for a UU match during Jason's stream. I accepted, and this is pretty much what happened. So, looking at teams, he is running a Firewater Grass Corner in the form of Victini, Slowking, and Tangrowth. And he's also got that little double regenerator thing going with Slowking and Tangrowth as well. And, according to my team, I'm running 3 fighting weaknesses, so Machamp's going to be a pretty big threat to my team. And to counter that, I've got Slowbro in the wings, so pretty much my main priority is to keep my Slowbro alive, as well as my Snorlax, and I should be a-okay for this match. And, yes, this is the same team that you saw before in the last battle, except the fact that I had actually replaced the Zen mode Darmanitan with the Rhyperior last second, because I kind of need the rocks for his team, and yeah, that'll be coming into a little bit of play, as you will see later in the match. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and let's get this show on the road! So to start off, I'm going to be leading off with my Houndoom, actually predicting him to lead off with Tangrowth, predicting me to lead off with my Rhyperior, but he actually leads with Porygon 2, who traces my Flash Fire, which kind of forces me to switch out since I can't touch it, into my Snorlax, which gives him a free turn to set up the Trick Room, and this actually confirms that he is a Trick Room team, so Snorlax and Slowbro are probably going to be the two most important things for me in this battle. But in comes Piccolo, the Machamp. I paralyze that with Body Slam, and then go out into my Slowbro to eat an obvious Dynamic Punch. And I do get the Confusion Axe. Wait, it's not really Confusion Axe, because Dynamic Punch always confuses. But anyways, he sends out his Tangrowth, and I break through the confusion and get off the Scald. And that does virtually nothing, because its resisted hit, and Tangrowth is a very bulky Pokemon, so this is going to cause me to switch into my Roserade. But he actually pulls off a double switch into his Escavalier, as I do go into Roserade, like I said earlier, to sponge whatever hit Tangrowth wants to throw at me. But, yeah, Escavalier is most likely banded, so I'm gonna have to go into my main physical wall Hitmontop to take a Mega Horn, which fortunately misses. And here I try going for a double switch into Roserade, predicting him to go into his Slowking to take whatever hit. And that'll actually force him out into his Porygon 2 to eventually threaten me out with Nice Beam. But I just don't predict anything at the moment, and I just go for this Giga Drain and follow up with some spikes, predicting him to set up the Trick Room, because I do know that he's a Trick Room team, and I do want to cause as much switches as possible, just to rack up those entry hazard damage. But anyways, I go into my Snorlax predicting the obvious Ice Beam, and I do want him to switch out, and he does into his Tangrowth, which will be taking this Body Slam very nicely due to its immense physical bulk and whatnot. And here he's going to be going for the Sleep Powder to incapacitate my Snorlax temporarily. And there I was just trying to go for the Fire Punch, and I'm just going to try to spam it since it's super effective damage and all that jazz. And he's actually going to be switching out into his Escavalier. However, thanks to Tangrowth's Sleep Powder, he still doesn't know that I have the Fire Punch yet. But now Trick Room wears off, and I do get my second turn of sleep, and Escavalier is going to take that opportunity to smash me with the Mega Horn. And that is definitely choice-banded damage, but I do wake up, and Escavalier gets torched by a Fire Punch, and that's that big threat out of my way, and Snorlax's job is pretty much a lot easier from here on out. But now Victini comes in, takes some spikes damage, and this is gonna have me resort to switching into my physical wall Hitmontop, and Victini's gonna be going for the V-Create to try to revenge kill my Snorlax, but Hitmontop sponges that with 119, but that is still a 2-hit KO on my Hitmontop. So, and yeah, with that Life Orb, that is just sheer power. But there I fail to go with the Sucker Punch as he sets up Trick Room with his Victini. But I'm just gonna keep spamming Sucker Punch just to let my Hitmontop die, cause I do have a plan in the back of my head with my Rhyperior. And remember what I said, that switching Rhyperior for Zen mode Darmanitan comes into play? It comes into play right here, after Hitmontop goes down to V-Create. Here, I know he's gonna switch, because Victini can't really touch my Rhyperior. So he sends in Tangrowth, but I set up the Stealth Rocks, and now Victini cannot switch in anymore, or else it's gonna die to all these hazards and stuff. Namely, Stealth Rocks. So, yeah. But now, my Roserade is gonna be coming in to take his Sleep Powder, and I was actually predicting him to go for a random grass move and whatnot. And here I stand on a Leech Seed, because I do want to waste those Trick Room turns, and try to KO this Tangrowth with his Sludge Bomb, which does happen after one turn of sleep. So Tangrowth's out of the way, he can't Leech Seed or Sleep Powder any more of my team, and that's gonna help my Snorlax a load. But now out comes Duck Dodgers, the Porygon 2. I set up the second layer of spikes, predicting him to go for the Trick Room once more, to hinder his team from switching. But now he's going to be switching out into his Machamp, predicting me to switch into my Snorlax, predicting the Ice Beam from Porygon 2, which actually does happen, so plus to you, Tom, for that double switch. So thanks to Tom's nice play, I'm pretty much forced to switch out into my Slowbro to take the Dynamic Punch, since right now I feel like Snorlax is the most important member of my team, since pretty much all of his physical guys are gone bar this Machamp. So Dynamic Punch happens, followed by another one, possibly predicting me to switch, but I have no reason to switch, because Slowbro can take hits from Machamp all day, every day. Maybe even a payback, but I'm not sure. But anyways, I go for Scald there, breaking through the confusion, but he actually lives with 6, which gives him the opportunity to go for another Dynamic Punch. But this one actually crits, which greatly hinders my Slowbro's survivability. And I do hit myself there, but there I was trying to go for the Scald, which would have killed off Piccolo. And off that hit and confusion, I was trying to go for Slack Off, just to get my health back, because I did really want the Slowbro alive, but I hit myself again, and that results in my Slowbro's death. But now I can go out into my Roserade and Revenge Kill with Sludge Bomb, which leaves him with Porygon 2 and Slowking left. But off the 2, Porygon 2 comes in, eats a Sludge Bomb nicely due to its massive defenses with the Eviolite, and sets up the Trick Room. And here I pretty much knew that I could live an Ice Beam due to Roserade's great special bulk, and I do have full HP investment in this thing. I do tank it and take Porygon 2 out with the Giga Drain. But now out comes Victini, who is just going to get destroyed by hazards and go down, which means his last Pokemon is his Slowking, who will be taking Spikes and Rocks damage. And here I was thinking that we might have wanted to go for Psychic to take my Roserade out, but he actually sets up the Trick Room again, which cancels out the first Trick Room and sets everything back to normal. So thanks to him removing his own Trick Room and him being a Trick Room Baron and Slowking, I know that I'm faster, and I can just go for Body Slam and proceed to take the Slowking out, as he does go for a couple of Scalds on the next couple of turns. But unfortunately for him, he won't be able to get the burn on any of them, as you will be seeing here. And I think on that previous Body Slam, I think I did get min damage, but that doesn't matter, because I'm just going to be going for the Body Slam on the next turn, take the Slowking out, and that will be the game. And I know it was a 4-0 in my favor, but this was still a very hard-fought battle on both sides, in my opinion. Both sides made some pretty good predictions, but one side was had a little bit more bulk to it than the other. But, what can you do? But anyways, that was a pretty fun game, Tom. So, rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time!